Hello everyone, welcome to month 1, week 2, lower body focus. I'm really excited about today, not because it's legs, but because I'll introduce you just to a few moves. Some of you have maybe done them before if you've been lifting for a while, but other of you have not. A lot of you are saying that after the lower body workout this last week that you were sore. That will last for a little bit. But it will eventually subside. Or you could be like me, where literally every single week after legs, I have a couple of days where I'm sore or at least pretty fatigued. So sticking with the norm this week. Next week, we're gonna go into some high rep work. Gonna kind of fiddle around in that. But for the week 2, we're sticking with the 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. We're going to start with a squat to heel raise. So basically we're gonna have 2 dumbbells. You're gonna need your medium and heavy sets today. And if you ever have a movement today on lower body where you're pretty new to it and you need to not have dumbbells at all and you just need to do body weight, you absolutely can, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're gonna have a dumbbell on each hand. Feet are gonna be about hip width apart, and we're gonna have our toes pointed forward, okay? We're gonna have the dumbbells, we're gonna do a squat, so leaning back on the heels, okay? See where I am from the side here? Hips are coming back, we're not doing that, okay? That's later. We're going back, and then we're actually gonna, in our squat, raise our heel up and come back up. So, grabbing those dumbbells here, you're gonna be just fine. So toes pointed forward, hips about, or not hips, feet about hip width apart, leaning back into the heels, pushing the glutes back like you're sitting in an invisible chair, okay? You're not wanting to go forward. So you're gonna come back, you're gonna lift the heels off the ground, put them back down and up, and that's 1 rep, okay? We're gonna go for 10 here. It is a newer movement for some of you, so down, that's 3, heels up, perfect, down, heels up, that's 4. Each one I want you to do with intentionality. Remember, we're not rushing these movements. 6. That is what is gonna make these movements effective. It's a slow burn. Getting close here. That's 8. Watch us talking to me. That's 9. Coming up, let's do 1 more. 10. Up, take a rest. Again, as always, this is your time to adjust, to figure out if you went too heavy, or to maybe figure out if you went too light, and to adjust, drop 1 dumbbells, all of that. Something you also need to be aware of is, since for now this group has all females in it, your performance, especially lifting, is going to be affected by where you are in your cycle, okay? So if you have 1 week where you are just slamming the weights, you're lifting so heavy, all of your, even your workouts out there, you're running, whatever you're doing feels amazing, you're just like PRing, and then the next week you do the same stuff and you feel like all your weights are 500 pounds, make a log, okay? So pay attention to your cycle, all of that stuff. It is super telling. So do not get discouraged. We're going into our 2nd set. When every week you're not performing the exact same, that's just not something that's gonna happen. That's not human, okay? You're not a robot. So each week that you come into a lift or a run or whatever, even if you've done the workout a million times before, every single time is gonna feel different. Every week's gonna feel different. Every day is gonna feel different. Your body is not a machine. So don't get so frustrated when it doesn't perform like one. Almost there, heels up. Let's do 1 more. Heels up, up, drop the weights. Also, really appreciating how, and I know one of you, because I messaged you guys individually, just double checking how you were and how things were going. I know one of you was like, I promise I'm on there and doing things. I just hate Facebook. I'm like, same. Literally, if I did not have a business to run, I would delete all social media. So that's where we're at. We've got 2 more sets of this, and then we're gonna go into a familiar movement that you did last week, which is that Romanian deadlift. So if you need to adjust weights in your brain, like go heavier, go lighter, whatever you need to do for that next movement, just keep that in mind. All right, 3rd set. I have to keep myself in line because otherwise I will talk forever and every exercise will take forever. Also, please keep in mind, I know some of you are new to a lot of these movements. If you are curious about your form, you can always post it in a video of you doing it in the group to get feedback. You can message me individually to make sure that you're doing it correctly. A few more here. Give me 2 more. Up, 1 more. Good, take a rest. Perfect. 1 more set of those. And then into those Romanian deadlifts. I'm over here trying to think of what horrible weight I probably want to use for those. Those get my hamstrings sore every time I do them. Like I recorded, you know, the week 1, and I didn't even do anything crazy weight-wise, but then the next 3 days my hamstrings were screaming. So what can you do? What can you do? All right, we're going into our last set of these. If you want to push out 12 in this last set, you absolutely can, because there's going to be a little bit of a gap so that we can change out our weights. So if you have that 12 reps in you, go ahead and do it. Last set of these. Make sure you're not neglecting that heel raise. Getting that extra balance practice, working the calves, all of that. The more balance practice that I can get, the better. Next one's 5. So even when I can just add in balance movement into an exercise, it's good for me. Good for all of us. A couple more here. Well, let's push out 2 more. You got it. Up. Last one. Up. Good. Take a rest. Switch out those dumbbells if you need to. I swear, I'm always getting the left one and the right one mixed up over here. Let's do I would suggest your heaviest set of dumbbells for these. It is supposed to be a little bit of a heavier movement. Ay, 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 says me, who shouldn't have grabbed these. It's fine. We're gonna go for 10 of that Romanian deadlift movement without dumbbells. I want you to I want you to remember what this is. Remember, I talked to you about the fingertip trick here, keeping those dumbbells close and hinging at the hip, not squatting, hinging. Remember that car door analogy where you're hitting the car door with your butt? That's what we're going for, okay? And make sure again that you are writing down the weights that you are using so that we can ensure that some progress is being made. Let's go for 10. Yeah, really engaging those glutes and hamstrings in this movement. That's 3. This is when you want to breathe, okay? Halfway. That's 7, just going to 10. 2 more. Last one. Aye. Need a rest after that one. P.S. The dumbbells I posted in the group, those Bowflex adjustable ones, those are what you see in my videos. I've mentioned before that I made it part of the house deal. I was like, I want those. I know you're not touching those, I want those, because I know how nice they are, because it takes up so little space. These 2 dumbbells can go from like, I'm pretty sure the lowest is 5 or something, can go from 5 all the way up to like in the 60s. So for someone like me, it's absolutely perfect. I don't need any more than that. So it's been really cool because it takes up so little space in the room. Because before I just had like all my, you know how it is, you have all your dumbbells just like lined up against the wall and you're like, this is taking up a lot of space. Going into that second set of 10. Again, if you want to push out 12, go for it. But eventually, if you're consistently pushing out 12 reps, that tells me that you are probably actually ready for more weight. Halfway. Almost there. That's 8. 9. One more. 10. Take a break. Halfway through those. After this movement, we're gonna do what's called a Bulgarian split squat. I was gonna save it for the last exercise, but I decided not to do that. That would be a mistake. So your legs will be warm enough for this movement, but saving it for last, your legs would probably just be too tired. Keep in mind for that, pause the video if you need after these next 2 sets to transition. You're gonna need either a chair, a couch, an ottoman, a bench, a stair step, whatever you have, a box, whatever, something sturdy. Kind of like what you had for the bench dips and the bench push-ups. Whatever that was will probably be fine. You're gonna need something to where when you put your toe up, it's about that 90-degree bend. So something that you can brace that toe on, okay? Just a heads up for that. All right, going into our 3rd set here of deadlifts. Let's go, 10 reps. Make sure even when you're tired, you're scooching that booty back. That's protecting that lower back, okay? When we get tired on Romanian deadlifts, it is so easy to start curving that lower back. And that really starts taking the brunt of that weight. We do not want that. That's 6. That's 8. Give me 2 more. 1 more. Perfect. Oh, take a rest. 1 more set of those. So keep in mind, you will take your rest after this next set and go get whatever supplies that you need to get, okay? Chair, bench, whatever it is. This last set of deadlifts, I'm gonna record from the side, just to kind of give you a reminder that this is what we want. Okay, I know it feels a little weird too, like you're like, what girl? You're throwing it back, okay? Like, because when we get tired, this is what we start to do with our weights. And see that lower back, see that curve there? That's not, so this is how we correct it. See how it's tucked in? Stick it out. I know, okay? Stick it out, just like that. Shoulders back. Even when we're tired. Bulgarians, I will show you what they look like after this set during your rest with body weight only, and then adding the weight, okay? Because I just want you to see the movement first. Setup can be a little wonky. I'll show you my little trick. Everyone has their own thing. So, last set of these. Let's go. Shifting the, oh, sideways. Thank you, self, for the reminder. Hips back. For me, it helps if I keep my gaze up. Next one's 5. You're halfway. Almost there. That's 8. 9, pushing out one more. Ooh, take a rest. Adjust those dumbbells, okay? I know I will be. So everyone's different. If you've never done Bulgarians, it's okay to do body weight. So for me, for setup, I put one foot forward. I put the other foot up on the surface. I sit back, adjust my foot, okay? Leg is gonna be out just like this. And then I get up and I feel like I'm in my good position, okay? Half the foot is kind of be hanging off. So the bench or chair, whatever, it's gonna be hitting right in this little curve here. That's kind of where your foot is hanging on. Eventually you'll know it so well you'll just be able to throw your foot back there, but for now, I like to sit back, adjust, and then get up. This is the leg, this is the working leg that's taking the brunt of the weight, okay? You're just coming down right about here. See this 90 degree? And then back up, just like that, okay? Split squat, that's why. Everyone's different. I like one dumbbell in the opposing hand, so this leg is working, this hand has the weight, and I go down like this. Some people like to have 2 lighter dumbbells, they feel more balanced, like this, okay? So decide what you wanna do. Take your time, pause the video and think about it if you need to. I am gonna do the one dumbbell. I would recommend one of your mediums to heavy, or 2 of your lights, or 2 of your mediums, depending on how you're going about this, okay? So I'm gonna do, and I will also tell you that along with Romanian deadlifts, this is a movement that usually makes me sore, okay? So if you've never done these before, it's okay to err on the side of caution on what weight you use. We're gonna go for 10 reps on each leg, okay? We'll do this leg first, immediately switch over and do the next. Otherwise, you're gonna be doing this movement for life. This is also a movement. It's probably gonna get your heart rate up. That's all right. Legs typically do. Halfway. Next one's 8. 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Drop the dumbbell. Set up however you need to. What am I doing? Switch feet. So set up how you need to. Take your time. come up when you're ready. Aye, heart rate's up. I will also say, if you ever catch yourself like a couple reps into a movement like this, and you're like, something's not right, I don't think my setup is right, dude, pause in the middle of your set, reset, and come back to it, okay? This isn't really one of those things that you just wanna power through. You could have some knee issues. Almost there, a couple more. Give me one more. Breathe through it, take a rest. Why, yes, these do work your glutes. Why did you ask? Yeah, I know. So everyone also is so genetically different, and this is why education is so important, because I feel like we judge ourselves based on other people's physiques, their strength, all that kind of stuff. Did you know you can also be quad dominant, glute dominant, hamstring dominant? So if certain movements are harder for you than maybe say someone who's in just as good a shape as you, like maybe they're just like powering through the most insane weight on their Bulgarians or their Romanian deadlifts, they might be hamstring dominant. Your girl is quad dominant. So I can do like front squats and leg extensions all day long, never get sore, I'm never phased. But as soon as I do the tiniest hamstring exercise, show enough, it is showing up and showing out. I'm sore, it's hard. So please know that every single one of us is built so differently. We just cannot base our strengths off of the strengths of other people, right? Next one's 7, and we're gonna go right to that other side again. 2 more. 1 more. Perfect. Switch. Take as much time as you need. So if you're new to the Bulgarian split squat game, before you even ask, yes, you're doing 4 sets of this, okay? Who do you think I am? I know you're like, maybe since we're doing each leg, she'll only do 3 sets. Nah, honey. We doing the full 4. Halfway. Ooh. She burning, she burning. 1 more. Good. Take a good rest here. My butt cheek's on fire. That's how it normally works. Heart rate was fine until it wasn't. Okay. Yeah. Also, one day, so the plan, we got a 3-car garage at this house, and we literally just emptied our last house, so don't judge me, okay? Things go in the garage. But this 3rd-car garage, this whole part, we're gonna wall it in, paint it, floor it, and make it like a legit gym. So I'm super excited for that. I'm gonna try and host, once that happens, host clients here, even some small group trainings. So you guys will be the first to kind of get in on that, which will be fun. All right, let's go into our 3rd set before we talk ourselves out of being here, okay? All right. Again, take all the tricks that you need to get set up for these, okay? Yay! All right. I like to also kind of rest this dumbbell on this other leg. P.S. You should be able to at least see a decent amount of your big toe, okay? So I don't want you too forward. We are halfway here. Again, not breaking before that other leg. Just going into it for setup. I'm gonna fill these tomorrow and the next day and the next day. 2 more. Last one. Oh, set it down and switch. Y'all, oh, that's where we're at. One leg is also going to be weaker than the other. You're gonna struggle with balance more on one side than the other. Totally normal. You're not lopsided or unnatural. Halfway. 6, 7, almost, 8, 9, one more, 10, woo! One more set and you'll like me again, I hope. Sorry, these are just gonna be in your program, okay? These Romanian deadlifts, there are just certain lower body moves that are just straight up staples, and they're gonna be in your workouts a lot. Yeah, normally the things that we don't like are the things that we need to do the most, the things that make us uncomfortable. So, Bulgarian split squats can teach you a lot, apparently. Oh, okay. Remember that you can take longer rests. I try to fit in most of the workouts in 30 minutes. This one will go a little over. So keep that in mind. If you need to pause, take a longer rest, come back in the exercise, please do it, okay? Yikes. Okay, last set of these. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna make it. I hope you know that. You know that? Okay. You're like, I don't know that right now. I feel you. Sometimes I question. See, balance. Eee. Going in. Last set, last time you gotta do this exercise. That's a win, okay? You can do anything one last time. We are halfway with this side. Make sure those toes are pointed forward. One more, then we go to that other side and we're done, okay? Done with this exercise, not done with the work. Told y'all, we're going over just a little bit. Well, maybe not on the workout part. I guess I did talk in the beginning, okay? Yeah. All right. Scooting it back. I hope too, so far you're learning that you don't need to spend a long time in the gym to know that you're working, okay? Halfway. Almost. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, take a rest. Why. Whew. We got it. Oh my words. Y'all. Okay. So, also I will say, if things like this, like if you have a knee injury, anything like that, and you need to replace it with like a goblet squat or something, totally cool, okay? Totally cool. We got this. All right, we're gonna do one more exercise. I would recommend light, okay? I would recommend light, because I know that you're Heart rate's already talking to you a little bit. Like I'm gonna do 10s, okay? What we're doing next, if you're familiar with it at all, dumbbell thrusters, okay? You can do this without the weight, okay? If it bothers your lower back or if you're absolutely dying, do it with body weight, it's okay. You're gonna do regular squat stance, so about hip width apart, toes are pointed forward, dumbbells go here. You're gonna go down, push them up, okay? We're gonna go for 10 at a time, minimal rest in between sets on this one, okay? This is a finisher, so we're just going for it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, almost, 8, 9, 10. Take a rest, not a long one. Next set, I'm gonna do from the side, just so you can see. Heart rate's gonna stay up, all sets of these, okay? But then you're gonna be done. Whew. Take a deep breath, let it go. Pick up those dumbbells. Same stance here. Don't get messy just because it's quicker, okay? Aye, if you need to slow it down, do it. Just don't stop moving, okay? All right. Halfway. Two more. Woo, one more. Take a rest. Going back to forward facing. Yikes, I know. We're up there, we're almost out. Y'all. Whoever told you 30-minute workouts are a joke, they're not here right now. That's all I gotta say. They're not in this room with me and you. That is all I gotta say. 30 minutes. If you really work and you're being honest with yourself and using a challenging weight, that's all you need. Add them 10,000 steps a day, girl. It's gonna be all gravy, okay? Back in. Third set of 4. Yeah, we're doing 4. I know. Halfway. One more. Hey. So, along with, before we have one more set in the heart rate. Woo! Again, so important that you're keeping track of the exercises and what weight you're using. Because I want you to be able to look back, okay? Like next month when you're doing Romanian deadlifts and you're like, holy crap, I was using 10-pound dumbbells on that. I just used 15s. That is growth. That's progress. Like all of the progress that you're looking for in the mirror, you need to be looking for the weight that you're looking for on the scale. That is going to give you value or worth or tell you how strong you are. Wrong place to be looking, okay? Replace it. What weight are you using on the dumbbells? Has that gone up? Good for you, okay? You're strong. Yikes, looking in the wrong place, okay? For validation, looking in the wrong place. All right, last set. You're like, I didn't ask for this. Yeah, well, it's for free. Halfway. Almost. That's 8. 9, one more. 10, holy smokes, amazing job. That was a doozy, okay? Don't try to talk yourself like down right now to saying like, oh, that shouldn't have been that hard or whatever. Yes, it should have. It absolutely should have. Also, from here on out, when people ask you, oh, you lift weights, don't say, oh, I just do a little bit. Yes, you lift weights. Yes, you do. There's no standard to qualify your work as work, okay? There's no specific weight that you have to hit on the dumbbells to consider yourself somebody who lifts, all right? If you're lifting a weight, even if it's 5 pounds, you lift weights. So, amazing job. Happy week 2. Super excited that you're on this journey together. Also, if you're enjoying it, get a freaking friend's button here to do it with you. Looking for a partner, be like, I need somebody at 5 in the morning to come and meet me or whatever time, and do it together. Blare your music. Have a great time.